Some moments change you forever, and sometimes you don't even realize it until years later. Today, I want to walk you through one of the pages of my upcoming book, Thriving Through the Unexpected, Finding Hope in Dark Places. I want to share the real story behind the part I couldn't keep to myself any longer. Hi, I'm Latrina. I'm a special needs mom, caregiver, and nurse practitioner, faith-filled one who has learned firsthand how life can throw some curveballs at you when you least expect it. This book is more than just words on a page for me. It's my heart, it's my tears, my journey written down so that another mom, another caregiver, or another person in a similar season knows that they're not alone. Let me take you back to chapter 10, the power of self-care. And I have a copy of my manuscript here. So I'm going to read from this. There were seasons I operated on fumes, navigating hospital stays, therapy appointments, work demands, and emotional breakdowns without pause. I told myself I was strong, but deep down, I was crumbling. I remember sitting in a car outside the clinic one day, watching other people walk in with their loved ones while my son was barely holding on. I was so numb. I was frustrated. I was angry that God allowed this to happen to my family. I had been up for 36 hours. I hadn't eaten anything, and I had no one to call. I laid my head on the steering wheel. The horn was blowing. I did not care. I gripped that steering wheel for dear life. My knuckles turned white due to how hard I was gripping that steering wheel. I burst out in tears and wondered, God, how much longer? Haven't I been punished enough? Is he ever gonna get better? I sobbed like my son's next breath depended on it. I was breaking from the inside. Not because I was weak, but because I had been too strong for too long. When I sat down to write this particular chapter, it was very hard for me. It wasn't easy at all. It was hard because I had to go back and relive that moment, relive the grief, the confusion, even the loneliness, even when I think about it today. But I also know something that I didn't know back then. I was wondering where God was, and he was there the entire time. The fact that I was able to still stand and wake up another day and still be a caregiver and attend to the assignment that he had given me, even though I thought I wasn't strong enough, he was there providing the strength the whole time. I just couldn't see it because I was in the midst of the storm. It was a very, very trying time during that season. And I just want people to know that when you're going through the storm, I know it seems like nothing is going right. Everything seems to be going left when you want it to go right. But just know at the end of the day that after every major storm, there's always a rainbow. And that rainbow represents God. So I just don't want you to give up because you're in the middle of the storm, because it's when you get on the other side of the storm and the journey that you'll be able to appreciate everything that you have gone through up until that time. So don't give up. I want you to stand firm in your faith. That's one of the reasons that I put this chapter in Thriving Through the Unexpected, because I know that someone is living in this moment right now and they just are like ready to give up. And I've been there before, so I understand. And I need you to know that there's life, there's hope, and there's purpose on the other side of that pain. So if this glimpse into my story gave you any type of hope and strength, I want you to know that this one chapter is just a small part of the journey that I discussed in Thriving Through the Unexpected. This book is filled with real, raw emotions of everything I've gone through, the good, the bad, the ugly, and in between. I discuss all the things. So I want you to read it with just a fresh set of eyes and just be willing to open your heart and let the words meet you where you are. I want to ask you a question. What's a moment in your life that shaped you, that you feel like you weren't going to make it through? Comment below, because there are going to be people that are listening to this video that need your encouragement, not only by my words, but also by your words as well. So in the meantime, I want you to keep rising, keep shining, keep thriving. Until next time, Sunflower Circle, take care.